Yo, what's up, homies? It's your boy, Coach Smeta, coming to you live from my PS3. This is episode 4 of season 4. This game, man, we get Cincinnati. And you've been following the series the last couple of seasons. They got us in the regular season. Both times. We got our revenge 2 years ago. But, last year we didn't get them back in the conference championship. So they're on the schedule. We're going to Nippert Stadium this year. We got to prove it. It's a demon, and we got to exercise that. We'll start off, of course, meeting some of our freshmen, the incoming class, especially from this past season, which is, as far as I'm concerned, it's the class that's going to, put us over the top. I think this one is the one where we'll look up like 2-3 years from now, and it's like, yo, these dudes are goons, all of them. So we start with Ian Riley, middle linebacker. We redshirted him this year out of Mount Pleasant, Texas. We may move his position. He's just got really good athleticism, good speed, good acceleration. He can, he can fill the run. He can pass rush, and I'm not really sure if we're gonna keep him in the middle. I'm thinking we move him outside. We might even move him up front. It depends. It really depends. But he's got a lot of flexibility to what he can do for us. We're gonna redshirt him because he's got a lot of people in front of him. It is what it is. The next kid, Justin Brown, Stafford, Texas, 6'5", 234. These are the kind of outside backers I want to recruit. The long, rangy guy. And starting off, he does have that 86 acceleration. That's huge. He's another kid I could move up front, but I'm gonna keep him at outside backer because we play a 3-4 scheme, and I like my outside backers to be able to both rush and set the edge. And when he's 6'5", there's certain situations where you think you're getting outside, but then that length and that range gets a hold of you, or even in pass coverage where you think you got an open receiver, but nah, bro. And speaking of coverage, Javon Johnson, Pleasanton, Texan, my fault. 6 foot, 180. He fits the mold of what I want in my back four or back five, sometimes back six, depending on how many receivers they come out in. But he's tall. He's got good speed. He's got good range. Great pursuit. He's athletic. He can cover, and he'll play this year because we're just kind of we got 5 or 6 guys, and I don't like my safeties being in coverage. Usually when I come out in man coverage, I like to match up my corners on the receivers, and if possible, get another corner on a tight end. So Herbstreit, he has us favored since he's only played 1 game. They're definitely not the Cincinnati we've been playing the past couple of seasons. They've graduated a lot, the majority of their defense. Their offense is still pretty good, but Ritter is on to the NFL or CFL. I don't really know if he got drafted or not. He's been a thorn in our side the past couple seasons. The new guy, we'll find out. But they only played 1 game this year. They lost to Purdue, and that's not the new hotness. We're gonna lose to a Big Ten team, Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, But losing to Purdue, that tells me that I think we can get them. The running back had a good game. We're hopefully gonna shut that down. We have not been great against the run, but we're generally focused on pass D. Like, I don't think a team is gonna run the ball so effectively that they can beat us just running the ball. Like, I think, we get a tackle for loss, we get a holding penalty, all of a sudden it's 3rd and long. What are you gonna do? Our pass rush is ridiculous this year, and so that's generally what we try to force our opponents to do. The offense has been moving the football, like flat out, just moving the football. Very balanced attack. The McClellan got 99 overall. And see, when I was scouting him, I didn't really so much pay attention to the stats. Like, I saw Montgomery's numbers, but McClellan was who I was looking. That's who I was paying attention to. And so, much like last week, the first drive, we were not awake defensively. And it's raining. I don't like playing in the rain in Ohio, but it is what it is. We do force him to take the 3. Just shooting the gap there. He's not very good with his agility, but good acceleration, good speed. Orton started the game off for us pretty good. Our run game didn't have much trouble early on. The triple option here, just good patience by Bean. And we get it out to Goss. Goss, 4-4, 4-3 speed guy. We cannot punch it in, though. That never feels good, but a couple plays later, quarterback blast out of the shotgun normal formation, which I really like that play. It gives you a lot of options. You can run it inside, you can run it outside. You know, you don't have to just, you know, eat whatever the defense throws at you. I like running this defense. It's just a variation of the cover 4 because sometimes I want to take away specific receivers. And when I come out in cover 4, I'll man up my safeties and corners, or sometimes I'll man up specific guys, but it is what it is. Offense came out, you know, we got good field position on the punt return. I don't really know what happened, but we were able to punch it in again. Defense still playing solid. Another tackle for loss. We were doing a much better job. You know, we aren't giving up 200 yards in the first half of rushing this game, but they do have 2 drives, 2 scores here. I don't know what I was doing, but pause it, rewind it. This kid, all right, this dude one-handed me, dog. I don't know how I feel about. Look at that. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, you know, now we got to play defense. And defense was in shutdown mode at this point. You know, once again, we go back to the triple option, which, you know, we had a lot of success running it this game. Almost every time in the first half we ran it, we got what we wanted. A lot of times they didn't give us the look we want. I don't like when they have us outnumbered on the side that we're running the triple option too. But that time they gave us the look. This is where Clay struggles. This is where his lack of agility hurts him, because he wasn't in terrible position, but he just couldn't move. He couldn't get to the corner. And here I come out in quarters coverage, but I send the flat defenders thinking I'm going to trick them into throwing in the middle. He doesn't. They're patient. So defense is going to have to step up here, trying to keep them out of the end zone before the half. We go into the halftime with a 14-9 lead. It's very uncomfortable, especially being on the road. And then this time they get us Gibbs, just not being far enough outside. I should have spread the coverage, but I didn't, and I paid for it. I think that was stick. I'm pretty sure that was stick. So now defense has to make a play. Here I see the formation, and I immediately put out these flat defenders because it's stick or the corners. I get, you know, I guess right, it's stick. And so there's really nowhere for him to go. By the time a receiver breaks open, he can't throw the pass. So once again, we hold him to 3. It looked like a blitz here, so I immediately went to verticals. I'm going to just attack the seams, whichever one I can see first. I chose the right side on my slide protection, which meant that I had just enough time to get rid of the rock. And that's always good. It's a lead to us. You know, we're in the red zone. We're trying to punch it in. Our center on this play goes down. Now, I mean, we have good offensive linemen this year. We're not great. We have decent depth, but you never want to lose a starter. It almost didn't matter. Attaway next play, man, punches it in for us. This is going to give us a 2-score lead at this point, which means that since he's kind of, they should have abandoned the run game, but they didn't. I think that's a veer. It didn't work. We held the edge. I usually try to click on and get that defender to just step upfield. He'll run right into us, but sometimes the CPU does it on its own. Hawkins was not the same dude he's been all year, but every once in a while, you know, you give him a seam, he's going to make it work. Here, the sneaky wheel out the backfield. I guess they kind of like slept on Hudson because I wasn't really feeding him the ball. You know, sometimes I feed him the rock. Wasn't really feeding him the rock. We only have 95 passing yards, you know. So, you know, they fall asleep. We take advantage. Defense is still hooping. just hooping. You know how it be sometimes. Once again, I read that it's a blitz, but I did not know it would be man, so I just kind of threw this up to McDonald, and you know, Ryan pulls it in. That's what being 6'3" with 4'4", 4'4", 4'3" speed can do for you. You know, I had to user it, but hey, man, he has a huge catch radius. Once again, I was gonna turn him into a quarterback until Galloway got here, so good decision. And here, Hawkins just pretty much puts the game away. Like at this point, it's a big lead. Our kicker misses the extra point again. I don't know why he just doesn't want to be. Oh man, oh man, I miss Mooney so much. That was a mild adjustment. I manned up the slot because sometimes they go into the corner, and I want a guy inside, outside, and over the top of any kind of corner route. Once again, they're running. I think that was the veer. It could have been the slot option. It's not gonna work. We're coming hard off the edge. Our three defensive linemen, they just suck up so many blocks. They're really, really good, and it's gonna lead to this 4th down. We're trying to end the game here. That's what we're trying to do. Like a stop here, and it's donezo. And we get it. Sometimes Bush won't make that play. And it bothers me because he obviously can make the play. But once again, triple option. We're gonna get a receiver out in the open field. McDonald and Goss are the two I love running this with because they've just got the speed, And this play here is all but gonna seal it. Once again, it's Hawkins just really knows. Some guys don't have the vision to do what he does, and he's just a sophomore. And even though Orton is the dude, Hawkins is still doing what a dude would do. So it's nice to have two of them. And then you've got, of course, Attaway. He's our 3rd back, even though he's the highest rated. He's the least talented, like, just gonna be honest. So we play the young guys. We do get the win. Offense exactly 500 yards. Another 350 on the ground. That is who we want to be. We want to run the ball. We don't want to have to. We don't want Beam throwing for 300-400 yards a game, having to throw the ball 45 times a game. That's not what we want to do. Our offensive line is in pass protection, especially. It's not the best. The run blocking, but we've got athletes, and so that's generally what we want to do. We were able to do that, and it worked out for us. We get the revenge on Cincy. They're 0-2 though, so it's kind of bittersweet. It's like, yo, man, we liked you when you were, top 10, top 15. Right now they're struggling. We're not gonna show them any mercy though, at all. I think next year we may put them on the schedule. It depends. We just gotta kind of look at the end of the year and be like, okay, do we give them the in and in, or the home and home, or do we go back to our rivals? Because we haven't played Arkansas State or who's the other rival? Who's the other one? Can't even think of them. New Mexico? I can't think of the other rival. That's how long it's been since we played them. But it is what it is, man. Yo, make sure to hit the like button, sub, leave a comment. We do have a series coming up, so if you got ideas, let me know. Other than that, GG's in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with you. See you next time, man. Look at me. I am coaching now.